Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we're going to be learning how to draw Lost Tralaleritos from Steal a Brainrot, and don't forget to pause the video to follow along at your own pace. So first, let's get started with the head. We're going to start with a straight line in the center of our page. On both sides now, we're going to draw in a straight line that comes down towards the bottom, and we're just going to end that at the same distance there. Let's close off the bottom of the head. In the center now, we're going to draw in a rectangle for the nose. We're going to curve this slightly as we bring that over. Let's do the same on the left and right hand side. And then we're going to close this off on the bottom. Stepping over from the middle, we're going to draw in two ovals for the nostrils. Just coloring those in black. Let's step up slightly. We're going to draw in a straight line that comes across on both sides beside the nose. Let's draw in the eyes. On the top left, let's draw in a nice big circle. We're going to step across on the right and replicate that. Stepping up above both eyes now, we're just going to arch this line around and down. On the top left of both eyes, let's draw in a nice big circle for the highlight. And then we're just going to color in our pupils black. Come down for the mouth. In the middle, curved line. Now from the corner, drawing in a nice big arch line to close off the bottom of the mouth. For the tongue, let's curve this line across. Let's step in on both sides. For the torso, we're going to draw in a straight line that comes down, ending that at the same height. And now again, let's close that off with another straight line. For the arms, curving this around, back in. Now for the legs, we're going to draw a straight line that comes directly down towards the bottom. Let's draw in a small diagonal line coming out. Now from here, we're going to bring this line straight up towards the top. And then from that corner, another diagonal line coming back towards that straight line. Let's close this off now. From that corner, straight line coming across. Do the same thing as we step up above. Now from here on the bottom, another straight line coming over, ending that at the same height as the line on the top. Let's close it off with a straight line. Now from that corner, we're going to bring this line in on a diagonal. And then now let's just close off the sole of the shoes. We're going to draw in another straight line coming over. And then stepping over on the outside, let's bring this straight line up towards the top. Let's draw on our characters on the left and right hand side. So on both sides of our head, we're just going to draw in a straight line that comes down. We're going to try and line those up at the same height as best as we can. And then we're just going to draw in two small diagonal lines coming in towards our head in the middle. Let's flatten them out on the top. So on the very top here, let's bring this straight line over towards the side of our page, and we're just going to leave a gap on both the sides. Let's move across. We're actually going to come down. We're going to flatten out this line on the bottom. Just going to make that easier to close off the side because we're going to end that at the same distance there. Now from here, let's close that off with another straight line. In the middle for the nose, slight curved line right in the center. Now on either side, we're going to close that off with a curved line coming down towards the bottom. And then again, just closing that off with a curved line from left to right. Let's step up. We're going to bring this straight line across. We'll do the same on the left. And then we're just going to draw in a slight diagonal line coming through, lining that up at the same height. In the middle, stepping over, we're going to draw in 2 ovals for the nostrils. Now let's draw in our eyes. On the left and right hand side, we're going to be drawing in circles like we did in the middle for the eyes. On the left-hand side, on the top left, let's draw in a circle for the highlight. And then let's color in our pupils black. Now on the right-hand side, we're going to draw in another circle in the right-hand corner for the highlight again. And then again, just coloring in that pupil black. Now for the eyebrows, we're just going to curve this line in on the left and right hand side. And then we're going to do the same over on the left hand side, just arching this line across. We're going to flatten out the mouth on the bottom over here, curving that across. And then on the right, we're just going to draw in another smile, so flattening that out slightly on the top. And then from that corner, arching this around, back up on the right. And then now from here, we're just going to draw an arch line for the tongue. Let's come across for the body. Stepping in, we're going to draw in a straight line coming down towards the arm. From that corner, let's draw our diagonal line for that arm coming down. Let's step in again. So we're going to draw in another straight line coming down for the torso. And then we're going to flatten that out on the bottom by bringing the straight line in towards the arm. Now let's step across for our arm again, curving this around, back in. Let's move in towards the middle. Stepping over, we're going to draw in a straight line that comes down. We'll do the same on the left, just mirroring that. Let's step across underneath the arm, drawing in another straight line, ending that at the same height. Now let's move across, replicating that, just drawing in 2 more straight lines, ending those at the same height on both sides. We're going to close those off with a straight line. Now from here, we're going to bring this diagonal line across on each one, ending those at the same distance. Now from here, let's draw in a straight line that comes down. And then let's flatten this out on the bottom with another straight line coming across. Let's step up from corner to corner. Let's draw another straight line. Now let's move in underneath. We'll draw a diagonal line coming through. And then from here, we're just going to draw this straight line coming up towards the arm. Now from that corner, let's bring this diagonal line over to finish that off. And then like we did in the middle for the sole of the shoe, we're just going to draw in another straight line coming across on each one. And then we're going to bring that through in the back. And that is it. That's how you draw Lost Tralaleritos from Steel of Brainrot. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I'll see you all on the next one.